Hi there, we're back to marketing now and taking a quick look at two concepts that are related to each other, product and market orientation. It's sometimes said that you can make a distinction between how businesses approach marketing in terms of their orientation, their approach to marketing. And the broad distinction that's sometimes made is between businesses that have what's known as a product-orientated approach, product orientation, and businesses that take a slightly different approach, take a market-orientated approach. What do we mean by these two? Well, a product orientation generally is taken to apply to businesses that focus on what they are good at doing, what they believe they are best at doing. And therefore, they focus on their products and their processes and their production systems, and perhaps really invest in design and performance and efficiency and quality. And that's what drives their marketing and production decisions, what they're good at doing. Hopefully, in terms of their perspective to marketing, those products will be acceptable, attractive to customers. But that's what they focus on. In terms of marketing or market orientation, it's a slightly different approach. Rather than focusing on what you're good at doing, marketing-orientated businesses start with the needs and wants of customers. They try to identify and then meet the different and often changing needs and wants of customers in terms of the products, the goods and services that they offer. And that's what informs and that's what influences, to a large extent, their marketing and production decisions. Now, it's not an argument as to which is best, which is right or which is wrong. It's just sometimes a distinction is made between the two different orientations or approaches. So if we're thinking about a product orientation, are there some upsides or advantages of this for a business? Well, there certainly can be, can't there? If you're focusing on your efficiency, on your production, what you're good at doing, then generally you're going to get better and better at it. You may increase the scale of your business and perhaps start to achieve economies of scale and therefore lower unit costs as you become more efficient. And that can also help you when it comes to marketing decisions around price. If your unit costs are lower and you've become a very efficient business by focusing on what you do best, making the product. And therefore, there's a big incentive for product-orientated businesses to invest in things like production efficiency, for example, automation, and also making sure that the quality is right up there in terms of the reliability and quality. And those may well be sources of what's known as competitive advantage. Now, of course, the danger for the product-orientated business is that maybe they take their eye off the ball and maybe they're making products that don't necessarily map or match to these changing customer needs and wants. And that's why it's always worthwhile having an eye to a marketing-orientated approach, which, as we say, is a slightly different one. With a market orientation, we start with the needs and wants of customers. And the basic idea is we try to identify them and then try to meet them. And if we do that successfully and focus on that, the argument goes that there is a higher probability, a higher chance of successful products, of successful marketing. Another potential advantage of doing that is that by doing so, by focusing on customers, by focusing on consumers, we should, in theory, if we meet their needs and wants, we should build customer loyalty, we should increase customer satisfaction. And perhaps in doing so, we differentiate our goods and services because of this relentless focus on what customers need and want. Perhaps as we go, innovating to continue to meet their needs and wants. There we go. It sounds like a winning combination, doesn't it? Market orientation. But this distinction between the two isn't about whether one is right or wrong. It's just a nice way of thinking about different approaches that businesses take to their marketing and production decisions. There we go. That's a quick introduction to an overview of product and market orientation.